Well, with this motion, this house would actively encourage a woman not to have a children. Well, in 2018 era, with a modern era, women can be whatever they want. The woman can be a good wife, they can be a good mom, they can be a good worker at the same time, ladies and gentlemen. They have right to choose whatever they want. They whatever they want to be, ladies and gentlemen. And the definition that we have, we believe that the encourage that we try to purpose it here is the movement. The movement to appeal the woman not to have a children, no matter they want to make it with their partner or they can adopt it from the orphanage itself, ladies and gentlemen. And let's moving on to our team argument. First, we believe that why we should actively encourage women not to have children. Because of what? Because it's broke the essential of the capability itself, ladies and gentlemen. What is the essential of the capability itself? Because the essential of the capability is the how the woman can ready or not to have a children. To do that, to raise the children itself for the rest of their life itself, ladies and gentlemen. And this and the fact that the stereotype of our society say they think the perfect woman can be a good wife, a good worker, and a good mom at the same time. It's the stereotype of our society itself, ladies and gentlemen. But the stereotype, it's broke the essential of our capability, the essential of the woman capability itself, ladies and gentlemen. Because of what? Because not every woman can do like that, ladies and gentlemen. Not every woman can do like that. And most of them have a passion of their job. Because of what? Because they already learn it from the college, learn it for years just for their job. It means they have a passion for their job itself, ladies and gentlemen. And beside that, and they have a right to get married with the man that they love for a long time in a relationship or etc. They have a right to marriage with them. But beside that, the fact that the most of the women not ready to have a children. They think they not ready to have a children from the marriage. And maybe even they in a marriage itself, they think they not ready to have a children. Because of what? This because they think they can't raise the children with good in a good way. But the stereotype of the family, their family force them to have a children at the same times. They have passion with their job. They have responsibility with their husband. But the stereotype of the family force them to have a children become a perfect woman at the same time, ladies and gentlemen. That's our point. We can let it happen because of what? Because it's broke the essential of the capability of the woman itself, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to our second layer argument, ladies and gentlemen. The women that have children, the children will disturb them to do important activity. In this case, we talk just say a job itself, ladies and gentlemen. There are a lot of workers disturbed by their children, by their self children, and it also disturb their performance to work, ladies and gentlemen. For example, the woman that bring the children to the office, the children will disturb them, disturb their work, disturb their performance to work because they bring it to the office itself, ladies and gentlemen. And there are a lot of facts that say the women have left their job for a while because they in they get pregnant itself, ladies and gentlemen. And let's moving on to our third layer of the argument. We believe that most of our people don't really have a plan. What will they do with their children at the first time they made it, ladies and gentlemen? At the first time they make the children, they just do it without any plan for the children itself. There are no specific plan for the children itself. What should they do? What should they give? What should they bring the children to any good things that happen can be a children itself, ladies and gentlemen. Especially with the people who has medium to low economical. They not really have a specific plan for the children itself. For the first time, they just do it without any plan itself for the children. With when and if we talk when the children is born, they don't even know, the parents don't even know what should they do to the children itself, because they don't have really specific plan. What should they give to the children, what should they do to the children itself for the children. They it just made the question from the children itself. The children just questioning why should why should I there in this world itself, and they even questioning it. And because of what? Because the parents from the first time they met the children, they don't really have a specific plan for to what the purpose they made a children itself, ladies and gentlemen. And people say in our society, people say children is our future in past, and a lot of children can make a lot of lucky. It's really bad stereotype in our society. Because of what? Because the fact said, if they don't even have a plan, what should they do with the children itself, what should they give with the children itself, it just bring a chaos for our society. The children don't even have a future. They just become there is no specific reason why they should there in our world. What There is no really specific reason why they should in our society. And it just make overpopulation itself without any quality of our people itself, and Jonathan. It's really dangerous for our society. It just bring a chaos for our society. Because of that, we believe that this house would actively encourage women not to have a children. This motion should be stand in our team. And that's all for me. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this house would actively encourage women not to have children. We justify that women should not have children. Why? We're gonna give you a couple of reasons why is it justified. First, when a woman have a children or they get pregnant, we believe that it will be a burden for the woman itself. And physically, they will get easy to tired because they actually get weaker because of the babies inside. And mentally, they will get weaker too because they cannot get some things like high blood pressure, or they will get mad. They cannot be like that because it will cause to the baby itself or to the when the baby get affected because of that, it will risk the or it will threaten the woman life itself. And secondly, it will risk the woman life when the moment they want to have a children. Why? As we know that pregnancy is a very crucial thing for a woman. They can lose their life when they are pregnant. WHO estimates 830 women lost their life because of pregnancy per day itself. And as we know that which is 300,000 people or 300,000 women died per year because of pregnancy itself. And thirdly, having children costs a lot of money. And as my first speaker already told you that having a children is a really legit future investment. There's no guarantee they will give you that. They will give you just like you already gave to them, that you already raised them. There's no guarantee that you will get paid off. And furthermore, in the US, the cost to raise one children until they are 17 years old, in average, it costs 230,000 US dollar. That's not include with their college letter, which actually paid a lot more bigger than that. And it means that it's not cheap to have a children. Now, if that's kind of future investment for the woman or the parent self, in the worst scenario, what if the children left her or left their parents? Simply, your investment failed. You get nothing, and all your struggle did not pay off. And because you struggle raising your children yourself. Furthermore, for those who's poor in financially, they will suffer in raising their children, and someday somehow one of them will get harmed, whether the children or the parent himself or the woman. Because when the family has a poor financial, the children most likely will give in to the orphanage, which because the parents don't want them, and the parents could not fulfill their needs and fulfill the cost of raising their children. And that's why for some reason active and that's why some reason that actively encourage women not to have children is a right decision. And our classes in this debate is that, is it fine for the woman not to have children? We believe that it's absolutely fine for some women, because for some women, uh, for those who want to focus in their passion or in their work, they want to focus, or it will be a huge, not huge, it will be a good fact for the woman itself who want to focus on their passion, just like equal with the men who want to focus their passion itself, because they, of course, men do not pregnant, right? And in the long term effect, for both the woman and the children, the woman struggle to raise her children. In example, the woman has to be responsible of whatever her children do. When they do something bad, of course their parents will actually responsible for that, which is when the moment the woman is actually do not want to be responsible of what bad things their children do. And for the children, long-term effect is that when the woman do not want their children, when the woman do not want children, I mean, like if they already when they already done the pregnancy and they get children, and the woman actually do not want to raise their children, of course the children will get harmed, because absolutely there's no love from the parent itself, love from the woman. And uh, and I've already told you, and most likely the children will get to the orphanage because they getting abandoned by their parents itself. And that's all. For some reason, that's why actively encourage women not to have children is actually a right decision to do. Thank you.